Zendaya and Tom Holland are engaged. ET can confirm the news after the actress rocked a sparkler on that finger at the 2025 Golden Globes.
I just feel very lucky.
For months, fans have been closely following every appearance, photograph, interview, and small moment involving Tom Holland and Zendaya. Their relationship has always attracted enormous public attention, but when it comes to their most personal experiences, the two have consistently shown that they prefer to keep certain things away from the spotlight. Now, reports published on August 6th have given fans another reason to believe that Tom Holland and Zendaya may have celebrated an important milestone privately. According to those reports, the couple allegedly celebrated their wedding with close friends and family in England. The reported gathering was said to have taken place only days earlier at the luxurious Beaverbrook Hotel in Surrey, near Tom's hometown of Kingston-upon-Thames in southwest London. If those reports are accurate, the event appears to match the way Tom and Zendaya have approached their relationship for years, quietly, privately, and surrounded by people they trust, rather than a massive Hollywood celebration filled with cameras, photographers, and hundreds of guests. The reported gathering was described as a private event involving loved ones. That detail is particularly interesting because Tom and Zendaya have spent much of their relationship trying to maintain a clear boundary between their public careers and their personal lives. The couple first met while working together on the Spider-Man films, and their chemistry quickly became one of the most discussed relationships in Hollywood. As their careers grew, however, so did the level of public attention surrounding them. Almost every red carpet appearance became a headline. Every photograph was analyzed. Even the smallest interaction between them could lead to countless fan theories and discussions online. Because of that intense attention, it would make sense that if the two were planning an important personal celebration, they would want to keep it away from cameras and social media. Reports have also claimed that members of Tom's family were present at the private gathering. His brothers, Sam and Harry Holland, along with other friends and relatives, were reportedly among those attending. That reported family presence would make the occasion particularly meaningful. Tom has often spoken warmly about his family, so having his brothers and close relatives around for an important personal milestone would fit naturally with the private approach he and Zendaya appear to prefer. But the story surrounding their reported marriage did not suddenly begin in August. Months earlier, fans were already speculating about whether the couple had taken another major step in their relationship. In March, Zendaya's longtime stylist, La Roche, made comments that fans interpreted as confirmation that the couple had reached an important milestone. Those remarks immediately caused a huge reaction online. Fans began going through interviews, photographs, and public appearances looking for clues. Social media discussions quickly grew, with people trying to determine what was actually confirmed and what was simply speculation. Yet one major question remained. Would Tom himself ever address the situation? For some time, the actor remained relatively quiet. Then, in June, Tom discussed the subject publicly during an interview with Esquire. The timing was especially notable because AI-generated images claiming to show Tom and Zendaya's wedding had been circulating online. Some of these images looked convincing enough to confuse people, creating even more uncertainty about what was genuine and what had been digitally fabricated. When Tom was asked whether his family had been confused by those AI-generated wedding photographs, his response attracted considerable attention. He essentially indicated that his family knew what had happened because they had actually been there. That brief statement became an important piece of the conversation surrounding the couple's private milestone. It also highlighted the difference between reality and the way celebrity stories can spread online. While social media users were debating photographs and trying to determine whether the couple had secretly married, Tom suggested that the people closest to him already knew the truth. At the same time, Zendaya has been even more protective of her personal life. Unlike celebrities who regularly share major relationship milestones with their followers, Zendaya has repeatedly expressed the idea that certain experiences should remain personal. During an appearance on the New York Times Modern Love podcast in April, she discussed the intense public interest surrounding her relationship and explained why she tries to maintain some privacy. Her message was essentially straightforward: Being a public figure does not mean every part of your personal life automatically belongs to the public. Zendaya has described herself as a private person and has emphasized the importance of keeping certain experiences for herself and for Tom. That perspective may help explain why so few details have emerged about their reported wedding celebration. For Tom and Zendaya, privacy does not necessarily mean pretending that their relationship does not exist. They have been photographed together numerous times, supported each other publicly, and occasionally discussed one another during interviews. Instead, they appear to have created a boundary around the most intimate parts of their lives. And if the reports about their wedding celebration are accurate, the event seems to follow exactly that same philosophy. Rather than turning an important personal moment into a massive celebrity production, the reported celebration appears to have focused on family and close friends. No giant public announcement. No huge crowd of cameras. No requirement for every guest to document the event online. Just a private gathering involving people close to the couple. For fans, that may actually make the story even more interesting. Tom Holland and Zendaya have become one of Hollywood's most recognizable couples, yet they have somehow managed to keep many of their most meaningful experiences away from the public. Their journey from Spider-Man co-stars to a real-life couple has already captured the attention of millions. But despite that enormous interest, their approach to their relationship has remained relatively grounded. They seem to understand that fame brings extraordinary opportunities, but it can also make ordinary privacy extremely difficult. That may be one reason their decision to protect their relationship has become such an important part of their public story. And now, with reports of a private celebration in England, fans are once again wondering how much of their biggest milestone happened away from the cameras. The reported location itself has also attracted attention. The Beaverbrook Hotel in Surrey is described in the source as a luxurious and secluded setting, making it consistent with the kind of environment where a celebrity couple could potentially celebrate with loved ones while maintaining some privacy. The fact that the reported event was close to Tom's hometown also adds a personal element to the story. Instead of choosing a highly public celebrity destination or traveling somewhere far away, the reported gathering allegedly took place in England, near an area connected to Tom's roots. Still, there is an important distinction to make. Because Tom and Zendaya have chosen to keep much of their personal lives private, many details surrounding the reported celebration remain unknown. There may be photographs circulating online. There may be social media posts claiming to reveal what happened. There may even be additional rumors. But not everything posted about celebrity weddings is authentic. The spread of AI-generated images has made that problem even more complicated. Realistic-looking photographs can now be created digitally, making it increasingly difficult for viewers to immediately distinguish genuine photographs from fabricated ones. That is why Tom's earlier comments about his family being present attracted so much attention. They suggested that the people who actually mattered to him were not depending on internet rumors or artificial photographs to understand what happened. According to Tom's comments as described in the source, they were present for the real moment. And perhaps that is exactly how Tom and Zendaya wanted it. Their relationship has never required a giant public announcement to become meaningful. From their first days working together on Spider-Man to years of public appearances, speculation, and private milestones, they have continued to attract attention without constantly feeding the headlines. Now, if the latest reports are accurate, they may have celebrated an important milestone surrounded by the people they love most while keeping the experience largely to themselves. And that decision may ultimately say more about their relationship than any glamorous red carpet appearance ever could. In a world where celebrities often share almost every major moment of their lives online, Tom Holland and Zendaya appear to have taken a very different approach. Instead of making every personal experience public, they seem to value the freedom to decide which moments they want to share, and which ones they want to keep between themselves and the people closest to them. That approach becomes especially significant when discussing the reports surrounding their alleged wedding celebration. If the reports are accurate, their most important celebration may not have looked like the traditional Hollywood event that many fans might imagine. There may not have been a massive red carpet. There may not have been hundreds of guests. There may not have been photographers documenting every second. Instead, The reported gathering appears to have centered around family, close friends, and privacy. And that would be completely consistent with the way Tom and Zendaya have handled their relationship for years. Their relationship has always existed under an enormous amount of public attention. From the beginning, fans were fascinated by their connection because they first met while working together on one of the biggest movie franchises in the world. But once their relationship became a major subject of public interest, the couple had to deal with something most ordinary couples never experience: millions of strangers analyzing their interactions. A simple photograph could become a headline. A smile could become a theory. A public appearance could generate thousands of comments. Even a short answer during an interview could lead to days of speculation. Yet despite all of that, Tom and Zendaya have generally maintained a clear distinction between what they are willing to share publicly and what they want to keep private. That boundary appears to be especially important when it comes to major personal milestones. Zendaya's comments about privacy help explain this approach. She has made it clear that being famous does not mean every personal experience needs to become public information. For her, certain moments have value precisely because they remain personal. That is an important distinction. Keeping something private does not necessarily mean being secretive in a negative sense. It can simply mean deciding that some experiences belong to the people who actually live them. And that appears to be the philosophy surrounding the couple's reported wedding celebration. If they did celebrate privately with family and close friends, then the decision to avoid a huge public spectacle would not necessarily be surprising. In fact, it could be one of the clearest examples of how they have chosen to manage their relationship while living under constant public attention. The reported involvement of Tom's family is also significant. According to the reports described in the original source, his brothers Sam and Harry Holland and other relatives and friends were allegedly present. For someone who values family, having those people nearby during an important moment would naturally make the occasion more personal. Instead of turning the event into another Hollywood headline, the reported gathering would have allowed the couple to experience it with people they genuinely trust. And that is perhaps the most interesting part of the entire story. Tom Holland and Zendaya have careers that constantly place them in front of cameras. They attend premieres. They walk red carpets. They participate in interviews. They appear in major productions watched by millions of people around the world. Yet their personal relationship exists in a completely different space. Away from the cameras, they have the ability to simply be Tom and Zendaya rather than two globally recognized celebrities. That may be why the idea of a private celebration feels so consistent with their public behavior. At the same time, it is important not to treat every online claim as confirmed information. The original story itself describes the wedding reports as reports and repeatedly points out that many details remain unknown. That distinction matters. There is a major difference between saying that reports claim something happened and presenting every detail as an established fact. The internet has already demonstrated how easily celebrity stories can become distorted. AI-generated wedding images are a perfect example. When an artificial image looks realistic enough, people can share it thousands of times before anyone stops to question whether the photograph is genuine. That creates a difficult environment for celebrities and fans alike. A photograph may look real without actually documenting a real event. A social media post may sound confident without having reliable evidence behind it. And a rumor may become so widespread that people eventually mistake popularity for confirmation. That is why Tom's comments about his family being present became particularly interesting. Rather than relying on online photographs, his statement pointed toward the people who were actually there. Still, many details about the reported celebration remain unavailable. There is no need to invent those missing details. The important part of the story is the broader picture. Tom and Zendaya have consistently shown a preference for protecting their personal lives, and the reports about their alleged private celebration fit that pattern. Whether fans eventually learn more or the couple chooses to remain silent, their approach remains understandable. They have spent years living under intense public attention. Their careers already make many aspects of their lives visible. Their relationship, however, is something they can still choose to protect. And perhaps that is why fans remain so fascinated. The public has watched their journey from Spider-Man co-stars to one of Hollywood's most recognizable couples. But even after years of attention, there are still parts of their story that belong only to them. That mystery does not necessarily need to be filled with speculation. Sometimes the absence of information is simply evidence that two people have successfully maintained a private part of their lives. If the latest reports are accurate, Tom and Zendaya may have celebrated their reported wedding exactly where they wanted to, surrounded by family and close friends, away from the pressure of a public spectacle. And that possibility reflects something important about their relationship. They appear to understand that fame does not require them to share everything. They can attend a premiere together and smile for photographers. They can support each other publicly. They can talk about their careers. But they can also decide that certain memories should remain personal. In an era when social media encourages people to document almost everything, choosing privacy can actually be a powerful decision. For Tom and Zendaya, that may be especially valuable because their relationship has been watched so closely for so long. Every public moment already receives enormous attention. So perhaps the moments that matter most are the ones that do not. The ones without cameras. The ones without headlines. The ones without millions of people analyzing every detail. That may be the real significance behind the reports surrounding their alleged private celebration. Not the luxury location. Not the rumors. Not the social media theories. But the possibility that two extremely famous people chose to experience an important personal moment primarily with the people closest to them. Their relationship has always attracted curiosity, but their boundaries deserve to be recognized as well. Whatever additional details eventually become public, one thing is clear from the story presented in the source. Tom Holland and Zendaya continue to be one of Hollywood's most closely watched couples, while also making an effort to protect parts of their personal lives from that attention. And if the latest reports are accurate, their reported celebration may have already happened quietly, surrounded by family, friends, and people who have been part of their journey. Sometimes the biggest Hollywood moments do not happen on a red carpet. Sometimes they happen away from cameras, without an audience, and without any need for the world to watch. For Tom Holland and Zendaya, that may be exactly what they wanted. Whether they eventually choose to share more information or continue keeping these moments private, fans will undoubtedly remain interested. But perhaps the most important takeaway is simple. Being famous does not mean giving up the right to have private memories. And if Tom and Zendaya have indeed celebrated this reported milestone privately, then the fact that so little is publicly known may actually be part of the story. They did not need the world watching every second. They may have simply wanted the people they love around them. And sometimes, that is enough. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this celebrity update, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more celebrity news and updates.